Hambini fans, and welcome to Eurobike. In today's episode we are going around Eurobike, and I thought I would start off in hall number 9, which is an area which most people are not allowed to go to. So when you are just a normal punter, they actually close this section off. This is like AliExpress on steroids, and I think Trace Velo would be crushing grapes. He'd be so excited. Now, most people will go around here to make business deals, but really I've just come in here to get some Far Eastern crunch. This is a typical aisle at Eurobike, especially hall number 9. There's a load of brands that you've never heard of, but they make anything and everything for anybody. First up, Magic Shine. Now normally Rebecca is on the stand, but I can't see her, so we'll come back. So behind me we've got Kinlin. It's a brand you may not be familiar with, but they were a major supplier to Hunt. Right, there are hub manufacturers everywhere, and this lady over here has kindly let me film because I thought it'd be polite to ask. So let's have a look. So this one instantly took my eye because we've got carbon fibre in there. So there's Ali round here, carbon fibre in here, and that's a fairly smooth ratchet in there. And then the matching one in here weighs only 88 grams, which is quite lightweight. And again, got carbon round here. And then if you're a dentist, you probably like this kind of thing, which is sort of anodized. God, that does look flash. And this one here. Right then, boys and girls, we are at the ABAB stand, and all these guys over here are sweating buckets because, well, a load of people went past and said, "Are you getting reamed?" But anyway, let's carry on. Ryan, let's turn this camera around.
Hi everybody.
Just a minute.
We are ABAB. We are a manufacturer from South Korea. Hambini had the original version of our Aldo rims, and as he said, he has completely trashed them, but has had no problem structurally. So this is a new version of our Aldo, the Aldo 2, and we have upgraded everything. We have dropped some weight, about 10% from the original weight. This wheel set is just under 1,300 grams. We have new hidden nipples, new spokes, a new hub, and we also have a new layup on the wheel with our patented aerodynamic design.
We thought of the paint job.
So this is not a paint job. This is called jage. It is a traditional Korean art form that dates back to, I think, 700 AD. It is actually mother of pearl that a master artisan hand lays, each tiny piece hand lays, and then covers with a coating. And so this is a special version. You can buy this version. It adds about maybe 200 grams to the final weight, so not incredibly lightweight, but it's a rolling piece of art. So it's a showcase of traditional Korean art and modern Korean technology and manufacturing.
Okay, some general questions.
Yes.
Who supplies your hubs?
Sure.
Yes.
These come from the H-Works.
H-Works, we know who else supplies them as well. So that's a good choice. So these are the cutaways of their hubs, and you can see how this thing works. So you've got 2 ratchets in there, so the force is going through axially, so there's no pawls in it. I have to say, whoever cut this did a really good job, because it is fine as anything, and that's very good as far as an exploded drawing goes. Right, I am over here at Wheellab with...
Nice to meet you. I'm So-san Chun, also a YouTuber.
So So-san Chun is from South Korea, and he's brought his wheel brand, handlebar brand, and his bike. So let's have a look at his bike. So So-san is UCI registered. Are you UCI registered?
Yeah.
So he's almost as fast as me. In fact, he commented on how well built I was as I came up to the stand. Anyway, do you want to talk through your bikes? It's a Cervelo S5, and you've got, what wheels have you got on it?
Top.
Wheel.
TAAP. This one. TAAP top wheel.
Oh, okay. And your brand is Wheellab?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we've got that. We've got Dura Ace rear mech, speed play pedals. They don't feel like ceramic bearings. Some Seabray chain rings, So the most interesting feature on this bike are the handlebars. So Sosan, do you want to talk through the handlebars?
Yeah.
If you look here, they go right in.
Yeah. So, because this bar itself is bent inward, that the relative angle between this lever and bar is like just 1-2 degrees. So this is UCI legal and 20 centimeters.
So Sosan is
Yeah.
an aero engineer,
Yeah.
hence why he's done that.
And then another,
So then, these are the wheels from Wheellab. You look, it's carbon all the way to the end. It's completely hidden. And then over here, it's bonded. And that looks like a metal joint. And that looks like it goes round the outside of it. Fairly high tech that, it's not easy to do. So, I'm over here at Light Carbon. And, you know, they actually yelled, "Hello, Hambini fans." But anyway, what took my eye was this. So this is something I haven't seen before. It is a 3D printed frame that's carbon. So all of this is 3D printed. So to give it the strength, they've actually had to put fins in there to make the second moment of area sufficient to take it. And then we go all the way here, and you can just about see the little dots that come in. And then the scratches in here, and I guess this has been sanded slightly well afterwards, but that is fairly incredible. Some other trends this year has been a huge push towards e-bikes. Bafang actually sponsored this event, and you can see that Light Carbon, not like a well-known company, but fairly well-known as an OEM, have started making Bafang-specific motor mounts for their gear. Right, one of the best stands is over at WheelToop. So we've got a rig that they've set up, which is probably going to fail every health and safety standard that there is. So here, they've set it up, and then you can do the big chain ring. And then over here, we can flick. Now it is set up slightly counterintuitively, because if you're used to Shimano, that one takes you down the rack and that one takes you up the rack. So what you can see behind me is something that happens quite frequently in here. So we've got East meets West. Chinese manufacturing on one side and then Western marketing on the other, and that is what is going on over there. So over here at XKD, so we've got a few things. Ray's left his business cards here, and then these Seabray cranks and the bike pump. Now this is very similar to the, I guess, the Cycle Plus ones, but I think it's got a higher capacity. This obviously took my eye because we've got carbon fibre chain rings, and this is the crank. So it's a Shimano dub axle, so it's a 29mm, it's a SRAM dub axle, it's 29mm.
If you like, maybe have a part.
And then these look like brand new pedals, and they've got blade system, just like the Look system. Yeah, this looks fairly well made. I don't know what the weight of them is. I suspect it's slightly heavier. It's got a massive bearing on this side, absolutely huge. And this is the one on for the other side as well. This is the XKD power meter crankset, so you can see the display above it there. And this is, I guess, bringing in power meters to the masses. I think the retail on this is going to be $300 or $400 for the chain rings, everything. It's got carbon fibre cranks bonded in there. Obviously this is the display model, so they will have made it as sharp as possible. Right, over at H-Works, the 9Velo, these hubs, they may look like normal hubs, but they are titanium. So to machine that is a ball ache. So the lady who just collared me said they make 10 of these a day. That is ridiculous. To machine that in titanium is very, very complicated. Right then, boys and girls, remember a few weeks ago I reamed someone. Well, we've met up with the person I reamed, which is Roman.
hi.
From Cuvist. So, Roman, what brings you to, wir machen dieses Rennen auf Deutsch?
Ja, wir können es auch gerne auf Deutsch machen,
Nein,
wenn es okay ist.
meine Leute ist englische Leute, right. So this is, I'll just get that picture. This is what ended up being reamed, and it wasn't really so much of a reaming as a bit of a social media fail on Roman's part. He went and maybe lost it a bit. But this is the hub that's caused all that consternation, and then this is the man behind it. So, Roman, do you want to talk us through it? What happened, in your own words?
Yeah, so back then just another product appeared that had a striking similarity to our product, and I posted maybe quite some not so smart things on the internet maybe. And yeah, so Hambini and I, we...
I was a bit of a twat really, wasn't I?
Yeah, we just had a very nice 1 hour long conversation, I think.
I was a German word beginning with K, ending with unt. But anyway, so there we go. So, any progress on the ins and outs of what's happening with the patent dispute? Or you're not allowed to say?
We hopefully come to some agreement anytime soon.
That's what today. Right. So there you go. You heard it on here first.
Yeah.
They're going to sort it out today between them and the other party. So there you go.
Okay.
Now this is another one of these things that took my fancy. When I walked past here, they started 3D printing the entire bike frame. So all the way from up there, round. Now the only thing is, they can't seem to get the joint very well, so they still have to weld between the seat tube and the top tube, and also around the bottom bracket. But that is some pretty neat welding, and even in there, that's pretty neat too. Here's a brand I haven't seen in a while, Sturmey Archer. This is hall 9, ground floor, and this is where you can actually see a load of bikes and e-bikes from brands you've probably never heard of. The thing you notice in here is it's just wall-to-wall e-bikes. Everything is e-bikes, e-scooters. They are literally everywhere. So, in high drama, Shimano wouldn't let me use one of their rental bikes. I'm not quite sure why. It might be something to do with a lawsuit about cranks. Well, at least I didn't break my leg on one of their cranks falling apart. This is hull 9.2. Now last year, this was completely full. But this year, you can see there's a load of empty stands around me. It's a big change from last year. There's a lot more wholesalers, less manufacturing companies that want to trade, really.